Hey, this is Mariela from the Functional Company. Is agave nectar healthy? This is something I want to talk about because a lot of healthy eaters are moving towards consuming agave nectar. I see it a lot in smoothies and juices, in chocolates, and all kinds of different products. And it's kind of like, hey, this has no added sugar. It has agave nectar. It's also being presented to diabetics as something that's a healthier alternative than sugar. But there's a lot more to the story, and this is what I want to share with you today. So just to give you a good, clear idea about table sugar, right? Refined white sugar. This is 50% glucose and 50% fructose, okay? 50-50. So high fructose corn syrup is about 55% fructose. It's high fructose, right? High fructose means a little bit more fructose, so it's 55% fructose. Agave nectar is somewhere between 75 and 90% fructose. So what is the deal with fructose? Well, here's the thing. One of the reasons it's being marketed to diabetics is that they say, hey, this isn't going to affect your blood sugar as much. Why? Because fructose is not always directly processed the way, glucose is. It's processed by the liver. So they're thinking, hey, this is better for diabetics, right? It's not going to put much of a demand on the pancreas. The problem is that it's putting a heavy demand on the liver. So agave nectar, or fructose in general, we overconsume it. What happens is we're asking the liver to process this stuff, and it doesn't. So what it does is it turns it into fat. And so it's one of the reasons we're seeing a high incidence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. High consumption of fructose, whether it's from fruits, juices, we have it from agave nectar, high fructose corn syrup, etc. We're bombarding the body. We're thinking that we're just switching this and we're doing something good for the body. I know the intention is good, but we're lacking this information. And so what happens is we're actually still placing a huge demand on the liver. It turns it into fat, and boom, we have a little bit more of a higher incidence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And so that's a huge problem, right? So not just because it doesn't affect your blood sugar as much does it mean that it's not affecting your body negatively. We have to really look at the body as a whole, and that is the deal with agave nectar. It's not a healthy alternative. It places a huge demand on the liver. The liver already has so many other things to do. We definitely do not want to be storing fat in the liver. We don't want to be converting fructose into fat. So if you're going to have agave nectar, you're going to have fruit, you're going to have fructose in some form or other, it has to be a very minimum amount, right? Something that the body can actually process. And so I'm not saying, oh my gosh, it's the devil, you should never have it or something like that. I'm just saying it has to be greatly reduced, and we cannot consume it freely. It's not a very good substitute. So that's the data I want to give you today, so that you understand that when you're seeing agave nectar, that is not a healthy alternative. In fact, it's actually putting a huge weight on the liver, a huge demand on the liver. The liver turns it into fat, and now we have more fatty liver incidents that we're seeing nowadays, right? So this is something we want to clean up for the body. There's lots of other sweetener alternatives that you can have, and so this is just simply not one of those. All right, so thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the flip side. Hey, if you're liking the information on this channel, don't forget to subscribe, click the button, and share this with your friends and family. We've got lots more information coming. Thanks so much for being here.